What do you believe is the ultimate accolade to being a designer?
I think ultimately what we want is for our products to be bought and used over and over again, that they have some longevity.
Yeah, I mean we have 80 products that are still being sold today, and some of them are 15, 20 years old.
Actually,
They've
just
been in the
about
market
20
that
years
long.
old. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's to me the ultimate. If people are still, my product's timeless, that means that's a good thing.
I think we all have the feeling that in America we have kind of a disposable culture, and we try not to really perpetuate that. And in fact,
Even when
couple
it's
of
cheap.
our but a couple of our products, not only have they been on the market for 19 or 20 years, but the products have survived the client, and the product was so valuable and successful that it was sold from one company that was, needed an exit strategy because they were going out of business, sold to another company, and at least once, if not twice, in its 20-year life. But the product is still sold and manufactured and sold today in really the same form that it was 20 years ago.
Well, and while I want to be timeless and everything, I don't want to be a Twinkie. So let's be really careful about that. So
Yeah.
the Twinkie brand obviously survived from company to company, but I hope that it's because my product's good and not because it's.
Well,
So
like we say,
it can't be killed.
But like we say, we develop products, pretty much everything except food and fashion.
Yes,
so I
we
think
do.
we can forgive the Twinkie.
We can forgive the Twinkie. Anyway, but no, I think, design awards, they're not, we don't love design awards. Design awards are filled with a lot of things that look really pretty in a magazine but aren't useful to the consumer. And I want people to recommend my products. What I really love is, nowadays I can read the comments. So like
that's right.
if I've got a product for sale on Staples, I can go read the comments from all of my customers, and I love that. That just gives me that sort of sense of satisfaction that I did a good job, that they love my product and they're recommending it.
I think actually a lot of companies don't look at those comments enough because you can learn a lot from it to improve future products.
Yeah.
But like you say, fortunately, the feedback that we're getting
Yeah, it's
on our
kinda nice.
products is very positive and reinforces that we did a good job.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the biggest accolade for us.
Have you thought about what you would do as a career if you weren't inventing products?
I don't like that question.
You don't like that question? I think, well, because you just always wanted to be a designer.
I don't know.
You love being a designer. I think I would be there's no question I would just be a writer. It's my favorite part about when, I get to write copy and I get to write blogs and I get to write things about our company. I get energized by the writing portion of it. So I'm, working on some books. So I may actually get to fulfill that part of my dream.
For me, I'm not sure what I would be. It probably would have been an offshoot of being more of an engineer or maybe in computer software or something if I wasn't a designer. But honestly, at this point, I can't imagine not being a designer. And I don't have dreams of being an actor or somebody famous like that either. So.
Lastly, what's next on your list? What new products would you like to design?
This is really, we've been lucky and we've done a lot of really diverse things, consumer electronic accessories and furniture of all kinds in commercial as well as in retail. Mm-hmm. So we've gotten to do a lot of really interesting things over the time. But when we were doing our gender blend lecture that we gave in Vegas, I guess it was a year ago.
Year,
yeah. We used some other examples that were outside of our design realm. And I kind of got excited about grills. Mm-hmm. I would love to design a grill. And I think it's because it's the perfect gender blend product in reverse. Like, more women are grilling, and it's such a man's domain, and I'd love to just make it female friendly. And I think there's so many things that are wrong with it, like like the heat shields right where your boobs are. I just think that that's really a scary thing for a lot of women. Or I'm short and I can't reach my arm in, and so there's just so many ways that you could functionally make it better, and physically it should just look better. Why shouldn't it be as great as our ovens and our ranges?
I think there's a lot of opportunity in that market for maybe a bit of a revolution, if not a significant evolution in the product, and something that I still think men would feel manly grilling.
Right.
But if we can make that grill be a much more desirable or certainly interesting product to women, have it function a bit better, because they all work the same way. It would be
the other
very
thing
exciting.
is that I like the idea of adding design to that, where it seems like such an engineered product, or and really it probably is just factory
It's all
direct
about
on a lot
factory
of yeah.
direct, right? I mean, there are certain factories in Asia making grills. They're all making them the same way. And just like we've experienced in other areas, they know how to do only what they know how to do. And until somebody comes along and tells them, it can be so much better and you can gain more market share by
Yeah.
doing it a little differently. Then
I like that challenge. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I
That would
definitely
be
want to
it.
do a grill in the next couple of years.
I agree.